All right, everybody, we are back with more Customer in the Elite, this time episode 10. Last episode was great. If you notice, I'm in my jumpsuit in honor of this school survival trip that we're on, so if they're gonna wear their jumpsuits, I'm gonna wear mine. But anyways, last episode was really good. Koenji actually ends up letting down his team a little bit by leaving early, claiming that he doesn't feel well, and he went back to the ship. But of course, as we saw at the end of the episode, he is just fine. Now, you know, this made me really annoyed just because of the fact that up to this point, everyone was doing well. Obviously, in the beginning, it was very rocky, but going forward, it seemed like everyone was on the same page. Ike really helped out in a really big way. He's very, very wildlife savvy, it turns out, just because he had experience with camping back at home. So it's really crazy to me that this guy is willing to completely, you know, jeopardize his classmates like this so willingly when it impacts himself. But of course, from what we've seen from this character ever since the beginning, he doesn't seem to care about anyone but himself. So I guess we shouldn't really be too surprised when it comes to what he's willing or not willing to do for his class. So you know what? It's really unfortunate, but hopefully we do find a way to bounce back from his absence. You know, I mean, you know, to be fair, he hasn't really done much. He hasn't really contributed much to his class anyways throughout this whole experience. So I'm sure they'll find a way to bounce back. But in terms of the point that they've lost, you know, that's on him. You know, that's something that they can't control. If he wants to be disruptive like this, then you know, how are they going to find a way to ensure that they can make those points back? Obviously, now they have to put more effort in to this trip, and they have to make sure that they're mindful with how they utilize the points that they have. But it's going to be a little bit more difficult now just because of the fact that they do have to account for the points that were lost, you know, for that instance. But anyways, no more talking. I'm ready to get into the next episode, so let's do just that. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get into episode 10 of Customer of the Elite. All right, for the Patreon people, we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Flashback time? Ooh-wee. It's crazy thing that like math that looks like that actually exists. You know, there's something called imaginary math. Literally. Oh, so even all the way back then, wow. So even all the way back then, he never pushed himself to his full potential. I wonder if that guy that we just saw is the person who called his homeroom teacher, telling them to expel Kiyotaka. That would be interesting if he somehow makes an appearance. What all can happen this episode? Jeez, I can't even think of anything, honestly. So I wonder if we're actually going to pass Class C this season. You know, honestly, I thought this whole process would be kind of, you know, sped up and condensed a little bit, but it seems like they're taking their time. So honestly, they might stay Class D until next season. We're already on episode 10 out of 12. At this point, we might stay Class D and we might not move up. Wow. They are doing so much more better than I thought they were going to do. Honestly, maybe it is good that that guy left. Where's Class B at? We haven't seen them, have we? Or Class C, actually. We've only seen Class A. Oof. He did say he wanted to crush all the classes, so that makes sense. And that dude is intense, especially with Albert around him. Everyone's they're really laxed. Oh my god. Oh, Class B. Okay. This is so much better than Class D's, I feel like. They're about a waterfall. What the fuck?
彼金田くんって言うんだけど C クラスで揉めちゃったみたいでキャンプを追い出されたみたいなの。
Aww.
ごめん、そろそろ作業に戻らないと。総じて D クラスの上位互換。そう言わずにはいられないわね。
Yeah. Their camp looks amazing.
見に行くか。
ちょっと
Is he just gonna walk up?
だからって怯えてても仕方ないだろう。
Oh god, this is gonna go terribly.
偵察に来たのよ。
What the? Wow, that's direct. They have a tarp so you can't see inside.
姑息なやり方ね。
おい、
何？
He's not gonna let you just go in.
占有してるんだ。
Yeah.
勝手なことをするな。
でも洞窟の中に入ってはいけないルールなどないわ。
Yeah, and you can't like be physical with one another. That's against the rules.
内部を確認する権利はあるはずよ。
なら遠慮せず見ればいい。だが覚悟はしておくことだ。
What you
一つの
mean?
占有スポットを一つのクラスが抑え、それを試験終了まで守り通す。この暗黙のルールに踏み込めば
What the?
戦争が起きるぞ。
Did I misunderstand the rules? I thought they couldn't get physical.
避けておくことだな。
Huh. Maybe they're like willing to risk the point laws? I don't know. I mean, they are class A, so they have the most. They have over 1,000 points or something like that. Class C is just partying.
ぬるい。
What the? Jeez.
100だか200だかのクラスポイントのために、お前らは上に耐え、暑さと虚しさに耐えるのか。
なら好きにするのね。私たちからすれば好都合よ。ああ、要件がもう一つあったわ。あなた、伊吹さんを知っているわね。
Did he hit her? Or well, he probably got Albert to hit her.
顔を腫らしていたわ。あれはどういうこと？
Yeah.
支配者の命令に背く手下はいらね
初日で全てのポイントを使ったのね。
え。そういうことだ。
Oh
俺は
shit.
全てのポイントを使った。伊吹がどうなろうと、ポイントを引かれる心配はないってことだ。
ポイントを
Even if you lose all 300 points, you can't get into negative number. Oh, so oh, interesting.
短絡的な思考ね。
That guy is
論
fucking.
外ね。
Oh,
自滅してくれて助かるわ。
ああ、
that is true.
節
Yeah.
約すべきところは節約しないと1週間は乗り切れないわ。
高円寺がしたようにするだけだ。体調が悪い、精神的に不安定だ。とにかく理由をつけてリタイアする。
Oh yeah. I
そう
don't
す
know
れば
why I
全員
didn't think of
学生に
that.
戻って夏休みを満喫できるだろう。
True. Yeah.
ゼロポイント作戦か。
0 point strategy. And just like that, they're all gone, aren't they? Wow. Day 3. Uh-oh, who is this? My guess is Class C. And they're after this girl. What is that? I don't know what that was.
もしかして起こしちゃった？
いや、さすがにこの環境だと熟睡ってわけにはいかなくてな。
Oh, I can only imagine. I will never go camping ever. Day 4 already? Damn. We're flying through these. Through this week. Everything's still going well. So what was that scene about?
ごめんね。旅行に出発するとき、最初はすごく憂鬱だったんだ。今は少しだけ来てよかったと思ってる。
No, because I could spend my time with you.
そうか。
残念だな。デジカメがあったら最高の一枚が撮れそうだった。
Oh, I love her. Yeah, they just left.
もう全然人がいないね。C クラスのリーダーぐらい当ててみようと思ったんだけど。
A クラスの葛城について何か知ってることはないか？
葛城くんか。
I wonder how many points he has.
桂木は頭の切れる男だ。坂柳が不在でも仲間割れするような真似はしないだろうな。
Wow.
あの二人は両極端なタイプだから、革新派と保守派っていうのかな。考え方がまるで逆なんだよね。
I'm surprised she stayed. Oh, I mean, I guess she doesn't really know that they left, huh?
見たくないし、私はここに残る。
Oh yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, I feel bad for her. Can they like adopt her into their class?
はあ、貴重なポイント無駄にしてバカじゃないの。
だと須藤君
殴りたけ
She's wanting to talk.
今は仲間割れしてる場合じゃないよ。
仲間とんだお人よしね。
くそだよあいつ。
5.
男子起きなさい。
一体何なんだよ。
Uh-oh.
今朝軽井沢さんの下着がなくなってたの。
Oh my god.
軽井沢さんテントの中で泣いてる。
俺たちじゃなくてあの伊吹って女が盗んだんじゃねえのかよ。
女の子が盗むわけないでしょ。
なんで言い切れんの
Oh
よ。
my god.
下着泥棒と同じ。
Did they really take it? Or is that like, oh, there was that one scene with the
まだ
tent.
男子が盗んだって証拠はないんじゃないかな。
まずは男子全員の荷物検査を要求するわ。
わかったよ。
Oh no, is he being framed maybe?
も
It's in there.
お前が盗んだんだったりしてバカちちげえよ。
Oh
現行犯だ
no.
な。俺じゃねえんだって。
Look at his face. He's like, ooh.
お前さ、お前が犯人じゃないと言い切
Yeah.
れる証拠はない
Oh no.
だけど
I think Class A is framing them somehow to like cause like turmoil and stuff, maybe.
しか考えられないって。
Just put them in your
いい
pocket.
って思うならそうしてくれよ。
待て、それは
Honestly, the girls probably see him.
マジかよ。
全員分調べたよ。
身体検査。
う
下着盗むやつなんて変態なんだから。
Oh god. And they're in his pocket. Oh no. Oh boy.
最悪な状況だ。も
Shit.
はや言い逃れはできない。
Shit.
終わったな。
綾野浩二君も持ってないね。
Oh, he covered for
やっ
him.
ぱり男子じゃないんだよ。
本当に？まあ平田くんが言うなら。
ありがとう。
Whoa, he covered for him.
どうして言わなかったんだ？
綾野浩二君が取ったの。
いや、違う。
僕は信じるよ。
Yeah.
そういうことをする人じゃない。下着は僕が預かってもいいかな。
いいのか？
僕が一番ダメージが少ないよ。
Oh yeah, they're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
僕は綾野浩二君が犯人じゃないって信じてる。だから君を助けた。
Oh.
それでってわけじゃないんだけど、犯人を探してもらいたいんだ。
Yeah, at the end of the day, they took his girlfriend's underwear.
一応やるだけはやってみる。
So my guess is at least someone from either class B or A is trying to
最
sabotage
初に
them.
僕に教えてほしい。こんなことで壊したくないんだ。だから、君にも協力してほしい。
No. All right. Man, these are some mature ass kids. All right, there's no point change, so I'm going to just skip to the end. Maybe we'll get like a little sneak peek now, or is it still going to be secret? Okay, it still says secret. All right, we are nearing the end of the survival trip test. I feel like their biggest threat is still going to be Class A, obviously. Class B, I don't think they're. Honestly, I feel like they're just chilling, especially with Ichinose as their leader. She doesn't seem to be the type of person to just, you know, hourly go after somebody. So I feel like it's not Class B that's trying to mess with Class D. Maybe, you know what? Hold on. I wonder if not all of Class C left. So maybe like somebody stayed behind from Class C, directed by I think his name's like Ryukin. You know, the guy with the purple hair. Maybe he was like, "Yo, mess with these people. I want to create trust issues or something like that." So maybe it is Class C still being the disruptor in all of this. Hopefully, I feel like I don't think Class D would willingly steal one of their own classmates' underwear. You know, that's silly. But this is good. I really like the way that we're dealing with everything, and I'm really glad that they decided to not take the route of extending this multiple day survival test into multiple episodes. This is currently the second episode, or you can consider this one full episode of the actual trip so far. So I'm really glad to know that they're not, prolonging this as much as possible. We're actually progressing the story rather fast. But I'm assuming we're going to cover the last day next episode, and then it's going to be back to normal, or we're going to figure out where the class rankings are after this whole trip. But either way, I'm excited. I can't wait to see exactly how many points we gained, and if we're at least nearing on Class C in terms of the ES system, or we're not. Hopefully their hard work is paying off, and this isn't going to be a little bump. But then again, we already know that Class C has no point, or is getting no points from this, just because of the fact that they used all their points. So their point standing is standing still. However, when it comes to Class D, they did lose some due to the classmate leaving early, but aside from that, they've been kicking ass. So hopefully their hard work pays off and they're able to at least rival Class C. If you want to watch full-length episodes or different shows that we're watching, check out the Ezret.tv or the Patreon. Both content's going to be in both places. But aside from that, you guys have a great rest of the day/night, and I will see you next time. Subscribe.